biggest thing I tell y'all boys is like what you can do on the field will not get you on the field. Like I done seen some of the rawest people in the world never touch the field because, like you said, with being late, they can never get the stuff that they trying to get you to do as a man. See, before you ever touch that field, they gonna see what you like as a man.
College really taught me some stuff. Like they gonna tell you get there 10 minutes, 15 minutes early. On time is late.
But just being there, like it really humbled me a lot, and
That education sticks with you longer than your football career will.
You got to know how when to separate yourself. You know when to have fun. You can't just have fun all the time and not put in no work. You know.
Accomplish our goals that we want to set ourselves for, not for nobody else.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your host, William Robinson. We coming at you live today from Urban Style Beauty and Barber. We have some young men going to give us some wisdom, knowledge, and understanding about college recruitment, what it's like to go to college, and how to better themselves in our community. We only got one life to live, ladies and gentlemen, and it's a whole lot easier with love and communication. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to thank my special guest for joining us today, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to give them a special round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, gentlemen, how you guys doing today, man?
Good.
That's right, man. It's blessed to be here today, man. See us come together, unite, man. It's on one accord. So we're gonna go from the left to the right. We want you guys to tell us your name and in the sports world, what position you played, what college and high school you attended.
Me.
Yes, sir.
My name is Robert Room. I'm from Ocala, Florida. I attended Southern University and Norfolk State University. I'm a cornerback.
Okay.
My name is OJ Tucker. I went to Vanguard High School. I went to Iowa State and Southern University.
My name Dallin Ponder. I go to Vanguard High School from Ocala, Florida. I'm committed to Western Kentucky.
My name is Cameron Mackey. I went to North Marion High School. Yeah, I went to Southern University of College. I played wide receiver.
Okay.
My name is Jalen Williams. I went to Vanguard High School. I attend school at Norfolk State. I play defensive end.
My name is Adrian Hope. I went to Vanguard High School. I went to Primary University in Coastal Carolina. I play outside linebacker.
my name is Devontae Jess. I went to D Forest High School. I played for the University of Akron, and I played defensive line.
My name is Karen Powell. I go to Vanguard High School. I play defensive back and I'm committed to Western Michigan.
My name is Mitchell Brown. I go to Vanguard High School. I play running back and slot. School I'm going to undecided.
Okay, gentlemen. Now I'm gonna have you guys now. Y'all know when y'all out there on that field when y'all screaming at the touchdown. That's how I want you guys to talk in this microphone. Now, we got a lot of mumbling going on here today. We're gonna crank this thing up, man. So we have a young man here by the name of Mr. Rim. He himself have already been to college, correct, sir?
Yes, sir.
What kind of wisdom do you have to share with the young men looking forward to this experience?
Really just about what y'all gonna be getting into, what to expect, you know what I'm saying, the type of stuff to avoid, you know what I'm saying, the type of stuff to keep your mind focused on. So like boom, when I hit up Mr. Ponder and I was thinking about doing this event, I was like, you know what I'm saying, it's a lot of boys who getting ready for college, you know, like my little brother including. So I just want to basically just touch bases on that stuff. You got some older guys that they've been in college. All these boys graduated college too, so they'll be able to give you their opinion on that type of stuff too.
And what exactly throughout your experience in college, sir, what's the number one lesson that you've learned that you would like to pass on to these guys?
Stay focused and keep your goals. Always keep your goals in front of you. Like it's easy to get distracted, especially like when you're a freshman. You get introduced to a whole new lifestyle. Like some of y'all boys going out of state. Like even if you're going to a different city, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be a whole new lifestyle. So it's gonna be easy to get caught up with the crowd. Like some boys, you gonna have some of your teammates, they don't really care about football, so they'll go out there at night. They'll go do this. They'll mess with girls all night. But y'all got to get up at 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock in the morning, go work out. Now you tired. Now you can't put your all in it. Then like messing around the night before workouts or practice, like that can lead to you being late. And that's the easiest way to get your name on the coach's desk. Like you come late to something, that's gonna make them think that you don't think it's that important or you don't take it that serious. So you a freshman, you going to college, you want to do everything right because you trying to make your name. You feel me? So you trying to, you know what I'm saying, earn your rep. So you want to do all the little stuff right. So like girls, I mean, bro, girls. I mean, if you him, you should already have girl problems. You feel me? But like when you go to college, you get introduced to girls not in Ocala, bro. I'm talking about girls from Cali, Alabama. You know what I'm saying? Houston, all across the world. So that right there, girls can be a distraction too. So you gotta hold strong, bro. You can't lay up all night. You gotta get up in the morning. You feel me? You gotta keep what's important. Keep the main thing. Then like your grades, like it's easy to fall behind in college because nobody really on you. Like you might have like study hall, like stuff like that, and the coaches they gonna be checking, but it's still easy for you to fall behind in your grades. So make sure you're on top of your grades. You know what I'm saying? You just keep with the mindset you got going into that you had all through high school. Keep that same mindset. Just keep going.
Okay, we also have someone else on the panel that has graduated from college, correct? Would you want to elaborate on your experience, sir, and share with them?
What was the question you had? What was the question you had asking? Like, what was the biggest lesson you learned? That's what you had asking?
Yes, sir.
Man, for me, I say the biggest lesson I learned, it took me a long time to learn it, was like, y'all more than football players. Like, we all want to go to the league. We all want to make plays on Saturday. That's when y'all going to be playing in college, but you're more than football players. And what I mean by that is, like, for me, I grew up in the church, and that was a bigger part of who I was. But when I got into football, I put that over God. And, like, I kind of lost sight of my faith and the things that made me who I was, all for the sake of being a football player. So when I put that before everything, I became a football player, and I got the good and bad with being a football player. So I was, you feel me? For the first time ever, I was hanging out. You could ask OJ, he hung out with me in high school. I never used to go nowhere, but I get to college. I mean, I'm doing everything that football players do. And so, the biggest lesson I learned was like, bro, you do football, but it's not who you are. It don't have to define your identity. And so even like now, when I'm not playing, I still kind of struggle with that. Now, like, what am I gonna do since I'm not a football player no more? And kind of like what he said, man. Being a football player, you're kind of go into it like, I'm just gonna take this class right here to get through. But whenever y'all decide what y'all want to do something you're gonna enjoy doing, because you're gonna have to start playing one day, and you getting a free education. People $1,000 in debt for something y'all gonna get for free. So don't go through that with a mindset like, bro, I'm going to the league. This right here not even gonna matter. Because I know for me it was like, bro, school hard, football hard. I'm trying to focus on football. Let me just get a class or something that I could slide through, not really learn nothing, and I could focus on football. But that'll be the first thing I tell y'all, man, is y'all more than football players, and don't let your identity be defined how you perform. I think that's what we all fall into. I can't speak. I can only speak for myself, but when football wasn't going good, I was battling with depression. I was like, but when football was up, you feel I'm the happiest person in the world. And so the biggest thing I tell y'all is like, let football be what you do and not who you are.
And also doing the it gets, to my understanding, it get a little rough during the Christmas holidays. You know, sometimes you come home. That's the first time you come home, and a lot of kids don't go back. You know what I'm saying? After they come home for they play a first season, and then they come back home for Christmas, and they don't go back. They get homesick. So don't fall into that trap. Understand what's set before you guys. Like he say, you're more than a football player. You're getting an education that no one can take from you, no matter what. Knowledge is the power. Knowledge is the key to all things. Sir, you want to elaborate on your college experience, sir?
Oh yes, sir. So just like you were saying, you guys are more than football players. I know I came as a freshman. I went to Southern University, so I started as a freshman, and scoring touchdowns, doing interviews with ESPN. Then by the time my junior year come, I'm ready for the NFL. And then after the season, I had a freak accident. I lost vision in my right eye, so my career was over with. But I was still on track to graduate early. I said graduate in 3.5 years. So after graduation, I was like, man, what I'm gonna do? What I'm gonna do? Because the whole time I was just stuck on. I'm finna go to the next league. I'm the next level. I'm ready to play in the NFL. I'm finna put my family up. But I had a reality check. So once I lost my vision, I was depressed, like he was saying. Like I didn't know what I was gonna do. So I'm looking for different jobs here and here. And I think my calling was to be around kids. So now I work at Howard Middle School. So I'm around all the kids from the inner city that don't have a dad or be home by themselves a lot. So I'm there for them though. So I think that's real big that I want to touch on though. Like you said, y'all are more than football players. So when you go to school, man, like stay on top of your grades. It's fun though. We all have fun. We all done went to parties, clubs, hung out all type of night, but we was always up at 5 o'clock in the morning ready for practice. And camp. You ain't gonna have no time for nobody in camp. Hey, from 5 o'clock that morning to 11 or 12 o'clock that night, it's no time for nothing. But at the end of the day, it's worth it though, man. Y'all put the time in and y'all grind, y'all gonna have fun. It's worth it, man. I tell everybody, man, go to school. Hey, you only got to play football, but go to school, man. Get your education. Because it's gonna kick in the back end, especially when you're gonna need it. You're gonna need it. So that's my experience.
That's right. That's good, sir. And that's some very good advice, sir. We're gonna start from the right here. Mister, you tell me what you learned from the guys, from the message that they gave you, and we're gonna proceed on to the next man. Hold on. I'm passing the mic.
I feel like they just telling us like don't go over there like overthinking. Like
You good?
I feel like they just telling us like don't go over there like thinking we the bigger picture, like we the biggest man. Like it's 1,000 people out there that got the same skills and talent as us and got the same goals that we have, and we just gotta work 10 times harder and just accomplish our goals that we want to set ourselves for, not for nobody else.
That's right. That's right. Mr. Powell.
Say get your schoolwork and don't forget about you and stuff like that. And then
Hold on, Powell. Hold on. Powell, you still been watching SpongeBob? You still hanging out with SpongeBob?
nah,
You don't graduated from SpongeBob? All right, pass on to the next man.
But I feel like they telling us football is a privilege. Like it's not something we're gonna always have every day. So like what they saying is that education sticks with you longer than your football career will. So I feel like they saying like we gotta keep on top of our schoolwork and all that so we can have an education because that can make you bigger than what football can at the end of the day.
That's right. That's right. That's a true statement.
On me. Basically, what I got from what they said, it's college. You're gonna have fun. You just gotta know when to, get focused. You gotta know how when to separate yourself. When to have fun. You can't just have fun all the time and not put in no work. So you just gotta stay focused, stay on your stuff.
Okay, Mr. Partners, you already committed to a college, correct?
Yes, sir.
And what made you choose the college that you decided on? What was the deciding factor?
It was a lot of stuff going on in already in college, with the transfer portal, so I had to take my opportunity and run with it. When I took my visit up there, they treated me like fam. They looking for me to play, not just to be another guy on the team. So I just took my opportunity and ran with it.
That's right. That's right. Have anyone else made their decision on what school they want to attend?
I committed to my school because like at the time, like with college with like transfer portal, like he said, there was a lot going on and like so like I felt like when I took my visits and stuff, every time I went down there, it was always something more to look forward to. It wasn't just the same old thing. They talking about the same old stuff. They was giving me more to look forward to, and I felt like that was a great place for me to be.
And what school was that again, sir?
USF.
USF. Okay, University of South Florida. That's D1, man. Okay, go Bulls. All right.
I had to pick between two schools in the same conference. One had better environment than the other. Both of the schools wanted me to play early, and I just had to take a chance, and one had better classes like school wise, and the major I want to major in better other school.
And and that's so important. What he just said was the majors, understanding what you're going to school for, understanding the the skill set that you're obtaining, understanding the market for that skill set, what you're taking. You understand what I'm saying? There's no need to go to school for something and you come home and you can't get a job in that field. You want to get something that like he said, this young man, he went to college. Now he's working with the kids. It's always going to be an educational system. You understand what I'm saying? And understanding you guys love sports, obviously. So it's easy to get back and work for the school board and be a great help in the community, come back to the community or even to another community. You know what I mean? It takes a lot of hard work and dedication. But I believe that you guys got what it takes, man. I watched a lot of you guys out there on that football field this year. Old Pond over there told me he was going to be better than his dad. And I
Hey,
told him I was going to be watching him. And he said, watch then. And I kept my eye on you, young man. You got a little something going on. Your daddy might want to tighten up, all right?
so
Okay, so let me ask you guys something. When you think about family, how does family and football tie into one?
I say like, especially when you go to school, bro. Family, you gonna need your family. Cause you gonna have some days, bro, where you feel like you wanna quit. The only person that can change your mind is your mama. Or like even me, like when I was hurt, I dealt with depression too. Like it was some days, bro, it was like, man, I was big on weights. When I got hurt, I had told my neighbor I had got real small. So it was like that was kind of depressing for me. And like when I was working my way to like earning my spot back and like trying to get my weight back up, it was real hard for me. Like that was kind of like mentally, that was one of the hardest things that I went through. So like man, I'd be calling my mama like crying, like only me and my mama know this, not even my daddy, like crying to my mama, like telling her how I'm feeling. She telling me it's gonna be all right, and like your family, bro, you gonna need your family. Like whoever helped you get to where you at, you gonna need them when you get in college. Like your mama, your daddy, your sister, your brother, whoever you know got your best interest at heart, use them, call them. Like don't never forget about them when you get out there. You may be out there having the best time of your life, but call your mama, call your daddy. Try to do it every day or a couple times a week. So, you know what I'm saying? Keep them in route, because at the end of the day, they your parents, so they want to know how you feeling, what you going through. Cause they worried too. Like you may be grown now, but you still they baby. You feel me? So your mom and dad, they want to know like how it's going, like what you need help with, how you eating, how they treat you. So like never forget about your family. Always keep in contact with your family.
Anyone else want to comment on that?
Yeah, definitely just what he was saying with keeping in contact with your family. I had my own situations and whatnot through college. I started as a true freshman too at the University of Akron. Came in, I think I was the youngest defensive lineman in the room, and ended up starting. So it like you said, it get to your head fast. Like it's one thing to be the man like in your city, like when you were in high school and whatnot, but it's different like when you go to that next level and like dang, like now you the man up here. You playing in front of 60,000, 100,000 people. Like it's
And,
different.
and sir, if I'm not mistaken, you said you played for Forest High School, correct?
Yes, sir.
So that's what we do. We go to college and we start as freshmen. Well, shout out to Forest High School, man. Shout out, man. I know we got a lot of nights out here, but it's all love, and within the community. I know a lot of you guys transferred. You was at one school and you transferred to another school. And for the guys that was on Vanguard, y'all made a great run this year. Y'all made a great run. And for the second year in a row, the team that beat you won state. Y'all want to tell me, how did you feel? Each player that played for Vanguard this year, tell me how you felt on the ride home and the next day afterwards, and how did it feel, and what do you feel you could have personally done different?
I ain't gonna lie, man. It was very sad, bro. Like, just seeing my bro just crying, man, head down. Families just trying to cheer us on, man. It wasn't a good feeling. Like we really had it in the bag for real. Like we was making plays, scoring touchdowns. We was keeping up with them. Coming through halftime, it was 6 to like what 13. And we just came out the halftime just like making mistakes and bad plays and like just like doubting ourselves. So I mean, like it was really like a sad moment.
And you know, it's gonna be times in life, like these young men are saying, when you go to college, that you're gonna be in that same situation. And life is about learning. You know what I mean? You have to know that that stove is hot. Sometimes you got to touch it. As men, we have to touch that stove to realize that stove hot. Now I might be able to tell Mitch and tell Powell and Rim and Dallin, that stove hot. Man, our old man don't know. He full of gray hair. He don't know. But sometimes you just got to turn and let him go ahead and touch the stove. So always take your experiences, understanding you know whether you gave your all. Anytime in life, you know whether you done the best that you can do in a situation. Or you can be the best man that you can be in all things in life. And when you guys go off to college, man, you have to stay focused, man. You have to stay focused and apply yourself. And see, it's kind of like this. Right now, you still have mom and dad. You know no matter what, mom and dad gonna be there. You understand what I'm saying? Hey, if I wasn't there for dinner, mom's still gonna have something in the microwave. You understand what I'm saying? But like this young man telling you, go off to college and you miss that child, you miss that child. You understand what I'm saying? So you have to be where you need to be when it's time to be there. Be accountable and be responsible. You know, and y'all born in the era where sometimes we don't hold people accountable. That's what I love about football. Football teaches discipline. Football teaches accountability. Football teaches us teamwork. Like the young man was saying, you don't have to be a football head, meaning football, you live and die football, but you have to, I mean, in order to do what you do, you got to love it. And we all have been there before. But it's a time where even as an NFL player, it comes to an end. And it's life after football. And that's what you must concentrate on when it comes to applying yourselves in the classrooms, man. Don't take the easy route, man. Don't take the easy route. You know what I mean? It was hard getting up going to practice. Thanksgiving morning. You want to be smelling them good turkey wings and collard greens. You want to smell that stuff aroma, but y'all out there for practice because y'all had a goal. You want to achieve something in life. And you fell a little short, but you dust yourself off and get back up again. That's a song, huh? Y'all don't know that song,
I
huh?
don't know that song.
You know that one?
I don't know that one.
You don't know that one?
You gotta put me on.
How that one go, DP? That's right. That's right. So let me ask you guys something. So who do you fashion? The ones that's going off to college. Who is the greatest influence that you've had in your life?
As in what?
The greatest influence. Who influenced you the most to be, okay, when you go off to college, sir, when your mom and your dad and your sister and your brothers drop you off, they gone, and you land in that bed that first night by yourself, it's a lot of things gonna come back to your mind. See, like I was saying earlier, you know that if you miss dinner, mama gonna have that plate in the microwave. See, so all these things that mom and dad has said to you, it's gonna come to play now. Because when they're gone, now you'll remember everything they said. But while you have them, sometimes we take them for granted. You understand what I'm saying? So there gonna be a lot of things that you're gonna have to hold on to when times get hard. Like this young man said, we there because you love football, but all of a sudden now he's hurt. Your team cheering. What position you play, sir?
Play cornerback.
He played cornerback. The other man out there getting all kind of interceptions. He don't even know when he come back next year, they might want the other man. You know what I mean? So we have to fight through, man. Fight through adversity, no matter what. And this young man spoke about his faith and his religion. You know, and it's going to take times in life. Faith is just believing in things that you can't see. Believing in things that's not in front of you. That's faith. Having hope. Having dreams. You know, chasing your dream. And, you know, you got to have something to hold on to. You know, I'm not here to push nothing on you guys, but your faith, whatever that may be, whoever that may be, you're going to need that in trying times in life. And as young men, man, you guys got the world ahead of you guys. A lot of us sit back here today, I wish I could be you guys' age again. I wish I could do it. You know what I mean? So we're going to talk about some football. I know you guys love football. Okay, we're going to start with the young man, Mr. Rim. And you go around and tell me your position again and what player you feel like you fashion your game after.
Robert Rim, cornerback. When I was in high school, Vernon Hargraves was big at Florida. Like my dad and me and my dad, we love the Florida Gators. So when I was in high school and when I was younger, like MCYFL, Vernon Hargraves was the man. So that's who I tried to fashion my game after. You feel me? Then like the more I studied the game, that's when I started looking at like Darrell Reeves, then of course Deion Sanders, because he the GOAT. You know what I'm saying? He
Yeah.
the best to do it. So him and like Jalen Ramsey, you know what I'm saying? So those are the type of players that I want to like be like and immortalize a little bit.
So who you think the best cornerback in the league today?
Right now, I don't really know because I don't know. I be big on like when somebody have a big year, I'm big on seeing what they gonna do the next year. So right now, I don't pay attention to a lot of people. Right now, I'm trying to see like I'm liking what Jalen Ramsey doing. Like I'm liking his comeback. Like these couple games he been back, I'm liking the way he been playing.
And you guys noticed something he said, when somebody have a good year, he want to see what they do the next year. Consistency. Consistency is important in all aspects of life. Consistency. You must be consistent. Like he say, they want to see you to practice every day. They want to see you at the front of that line. They want to see you running them sprints wide open. They want to see you catching every ball. They want to see you making every tackle. They want to see you stripping the ball every time. Consistency. You agree with that, sir?
I do like in college. That's all. That's all the coaches want you to do. That's the biggest way to get your name out there for you to just like one of y'all said was like when you go to college like it's kind of like equal talent like because like especially like you a receiver or cornerback like they bring you play cornerback they bring this other freshman to play cornerback so obviously y'all both got something they like but like when it comes to like drills and practice sprints workouts like the weight you put up that's how you gonna separate yourself like doing everything right that playbook, everything, bro. That playbook, that's what's really gonna make you play. Like you gonna get to college, bro. You gonna see like he might be a senior. You might see you yourself a freshman playing over a senior just because this dude a senior, he still messing up plays in practice, but you a freshman, you getting it right. You feel me? So that's yeah.
You want to speak on that, sir, from your experience in college?
The playbook.
About the consistency in practice and the things that the coaches look for to elevate one student over the other, one player over the other.
Yeah, the biggest thing I tell y'all boys is like what you can do on the field will not get you on the field. Like I done seen some of the rawest people in the world never touch the field because, like you said, with being late, they can never get the stuff that they trying to get you to do as a man. See, before you ever touch that field, they're gonna see what you like as a man. They're gonna test your character, they're gonna test your accountability, they're gonna test your consistency, and they're gonna test your dependency. Like if they can't depend on you to make a play, if you're not consistent enough to make plays, you're never gonna touch the field. You can have that 5-star play that everybody see, the highlight reels in practice all day. But if you get out there crunch time, you forget the plays, it don't matter. All right, you could be like the best man on the field, but if you steady getting in trouble, can't get your grades right. A coach will look at somebody who got way less talent than you, but they be like, at least I know what I'm gonna get out of him. So I'm gonna put him on the field. And these boys could attest to it more than I could. Some of the best players on their team never touch the field because of what they do, like off the field. That matters way more than what you do on the field. And it's not like high school. You're not finna go out there and out talent nobody. You feel me? We playing in high school. You don't have to know the play, but you go out there, run a deep ball, burn somebody. It's not gonna be like that in college. They got schemes, so you got to be prepared. You got to show them you a man first before you can show them you a football player. Anybody else want to speak on it?
Say something.
Brother, he's skipping us, man. He ain't even letting everybody talk.
Yeah,
No, man. I don't need to.
When he
You can hit me
leave,
with this?
no sir, I
need
can't get the microphone.
But no, man. Just just speak. Can you repeat the question you asked? My bad.
The question was the question was about the consistency in practice. Tell the guys what do the coaches look for to elevate one player over the other player.
All right, for sure, man. Yeah, consistency big in college, man. That's huge. In high school, you can get away with things like, you know what I'm saying, like just little things, just like little things you think coaches don't even look at. Where you line up at, you know what I'm saying, where you end up at on plays, you know what I'm saying. They looking at all that, like footwork, everything, like everything. Like they you gonna be like, man, he tripping, like for real, for real. I can speak to Cam because he played DB, he going to the next level. But for real, that's for all of y'all though, for real though, because it's college. But they gonna be harping on little stuff you think don't even matter, man. So like you gotta be consistent with that stuff. And just like Hope said, man, that's just gonna give you some structure, man. Even if like, you know what I'm saying, I don't know everybody who had their dad in their life and stuff. I ain't have my dad. So, you know what I'm saying? It was kind of, my mom raised me, but, you know, a woman can't raise no man. Like, teach her how to be no man. So, college really taught me some stuff. Like, they going to tell you, get there 10 minutes, 15 minutes early. On time is late. You walk in there on time, you're going to have some punishment. The exact time they say to work out there, you're going to have some punishment. For sure. So, you just got to be consistent, man. That's what they want to see, man. They're gonna be testing you in a lot of different ways, man. They're gonna try to first workout, they're gonna try to break you. They're gonna do some over their head type jump, you know what I'm saying? Like some for real, man. I'm telling you, they're gonna make you want to fight them. Like for real. I just, you know what I'm saying? I wish I had somebody telling me this stuff when I was going in, for real though. Like for real. And to speak on what you asked there earlier, just like when Ren was saying, like when you get hurt and all that, bouncing back and all that, man, just don't get down on yourself, man. Like you just got to keep going, man. For real, for real.
And you know, go ahead, sir.
I just want to say college can have you depressed and stuff for real, man. Like I really I went to Iowa State out of high school. You know what I'm saying? I felt like they told me they wanted me to play early, but they told me I was gonna play corner. So you know what I'm saying? They moved me to safety as soon as I got there. So I was uncomfortable. I had never played safety. I only played corner here. I went to Forest and I went to Vanguard. I only played corner. So you know what I'm saying? I was really stuck at playing corner, like real deal. Like they got me at safety. I still want to play corner. Like I'm just complaining about it. Like man, I want to play corner, man. I want to play corner. Like you know what I'm saying? But I'm making plays, but not consistently enough. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm just not comfortable. Just be open minded, man, with that, man, and just keep going.
Okay, let me ask you something, sir. So understand that you have a lot of players in the NFL. When they get to college, so to speak, they don't play the same position they played in high school.
Yo.
You understand what I'm saying? Because a lot of great athletes, when you great, you great. You know what I'm saying? And these people, you have to believe in these people because you chose them and they chose you. It's almost like a marriage. Definitely. It's like a mom and dad type thing because you decided I'm gonna go play for this coach. Definitely. This coach thought enough of you to choose you out of all the kids in high school. He chose you. So, like the young man say, it was hard for him he wanted to be a cornerback. I've been playing corner all my life. I want to be a corner. And even though he was making plays, sometimes you got to take one for the team, so to speak. But I also interviewed a young man by the name of Jamie Gilmore Jr. And understand that college is a business. You still have to do what's best for you. You understand what I'm saying? You got to do what's best for you, but you have to know within yourself whether you put yourself in the right position to succeed in life. Because those coaches got a family to feed. So they're not here to be holding no grudge against you. If you the best man for the job and you the best man that represent his program, you going on that field. But he got a wife and kids to feed. It's a business. It's no longer, no matter what, he gonna be the head coach at Vanguard next year or Forest next year. It don't work like that in college. No, results is the only thing that matter. What do you guys want to speak on that? You ever seen a situation like that, sir?
One more thing I wanted to say, really, all three of y'all, when you get to college, man, if you're not, you get there, you know what I'm saying? You picture yourself playing early. I don't know nobody that went to college, they think they were going to play early. Even if you don't, you just got to, man, you can't let your emotions get involved, man. That's what happened to me, man. I went to 3 schools. I went to Alabama A&M after Southern. But you just can't let your emotions get involved, man. When Iowa State went through a season, I redshirted. I felt like I should have been. I ain't feel like I should have been playing. 'Cause I was playing safety, but I got comfortable at safety. Had a good count. I guess the coach ain't feel like I did. I don't know, whatever. But you know what I'm saying? I traveled like the first two or three games. Then they took me off the travel team, and I just felt disrespected, like real deal disrespected that he tried me the way he did. So I ended up skipping the workout. So I got suspended, and then I got in the transfer portal. That was the first year the transfer portal came out. So I was a 3-star cornerback. I had like 23 offers. And I was just rushing and just trying to get to another school, man. But these boys was already at Southern. I ended up going to Southern. I wish I had waited longer, but it is what it is. I feel like the coach is kind of bad about me because I did kind of burn a few bridges. Wake Forest coming out. They wanted me bad. They called me, asked me, did I fail a drug test? I ain't failed no drug test at Iowa State. They just was flagging. But that just, you know what I'm saying? That just would come with it, man. It's a dirty world, man. You just see it out there, man. Just don't get your emotions involved in that football, like college football for real, because it's a real deal. Like you say, like coaches will be in and out of there, and just keep somebody around you, like you got your daddy, bro. Just talk to him, like you know what I'm saying. Let him know what's going on, like how you feeling with this football stuff. Your daddy played, you know what I'm saying. He know how it goes. You just can't don't trust everything coach tell you, bro. Neither one of y'all don't trust everything coach tell you. Just know what you gonna do and just know what you about.
And you know, also being from Marion County, you know, we're a different breed. And when you get to college, you'll see it ain't many people like you.
Hey, no cap.
Not at all, but you gonna if you from Ocala, Florida, you gonna stand out off the rip. You gonna be surprised how much better you is than some of these seniors on the team. Like first day, you gonna surprise yourself.
It's just something, you know, for y'all guys who don't know the reason why I do this podcast, I done 18 years in prison. I just got out 2 years ago for making an impulsive decision, not knowing how to communicate. See, we taught to be tough, be rough. You know what I mean? Suck it up, boy. Stop crying. Don't worry about that. Stop acting like a little girl. And see, so we grow up not to know how to communicate. You understand what I'm saying? So when you do have an issue with the coach, you a man. When they get y'all that diploma from that high school, you a man. You can walk in there and talk to him as a man. But understand, give him the respect for his position that he holds. But at the same time, speak your mind. Because, you know, like I say, me going to prison all over the state of Florida, man. In college, you got all over the country. It's hard to find them like the 352, man. So understand that you are different. You understand? Understand that, you know, it's gonna be times where you ain't the majority, you ain't the favorite. Because envy sets in. Who he think he is to come here? This man say he started as a freshman. Way to go Wildcats, huh? You know what I'm saying? We come in and take over right off the top. You don't think that's envy? What you think about the man that was scheduled to take that position? Oh yeah, next year, man, yeah. Such and such graduated. You know what I mean? He already got friends on the team. You're not there. You know, it's football is family. You know, you become a family. I would tell you something I noticed, right? How many of y'all went to Vanguard last year? 3? You went to Vanguard. Well, this year, I'm sorry. 4 of y'all, right? I'm going to tell y'all something I noticed. I came in the gym, and y'all was working out in the morning time. And you know, Mitch he switched out on y'all and went to North Marion. So he came back, and Farmer worked y'all hard, man. Good workout. Good workout. And Mitch wasn't used to that. So I'm watching Mitch work out or whatever, but I'm also watching the little, you know what I mean? He ain't quite one of us yet. You know, he just over here in the summer now. He ain't got on that field with us yet. And I watched a little bit of that. So football, it's just like in any family, you're going to have little, you know, sometimes I ain't talking to my brother right now. Sometimes auntie make me sick right now. You understand what I'm saying? And I pull Mitch to the side. You remember what I told you? Get that microphone. I want to hear this.
You were just telling me like to just separate myself and just come in and just work because you said I'm coming back from ground zero. You were just saying like just come back and just like put your name back on the map and just like, show them who you really is.
I say when football practice start, you make them respect you. You understand what I'm saying? All that hating they be doing, they mumbling in the dorm room. When they put that helmet on, you is not my bunkie. You is not my roommate. You is nobody to me. You know, I used to have a saying. It's gonna sound a little harsh, but I played linebacker, and I used to have a saying. If my mama put on that other jersey and get that football, I'm putting that wood on her.
No, man.
She ain't had no bitch. She supposed to say, I ain't playing against my son. See, that seems harsh, but you got to understand that's the opposition. That person, when you line up in front of that, football is football is man to man. Me against you. Like some of these kids, you know, they have anger problems and everything. The youth football, bring him out here and put him in football. Let him take his anger out right here in front of big man right here. Now, one man, you took his position, but he ain't man enough to take it in practice, though. But he doing all the mumbling down the hallways. You understand what I'm saying? So understand and be focused. You're not there. It's okay it's okay to be friends. It's okay. But at the same time, you here for a purpose. Never lose your purpose. You here to get them books, and hopefully you can go to the league. But you get them books, man. Get them books. And there's going to be no one there to make you get up and go to class.
Nobody.
You know, in this society, you know, everybody love the bunnies. Y'all on the football team, the bunnies coming from everywhere. The bunnies. That's what y'all call them, ain't it?
Bunnies?
Bunnies.
Girls?
Yeah. Bunnies. Snow bunnies.
Nah, we don't.
Yeah. I got to. But you know, staying focused, because when you go and you hang out like that or whatever, of course you're a man. You know what I mean? You're a young man. You know, you're going to do your one too. But you know, we got to stay focused. And remember, the books come first, man. You want to comment on that, sir?
Yeah. I stay focused part. I probably got one of the craziest. Not I ain't gonna say craziest because we all done been through some stuff. But shoot, I went from starting as a true freshman to getting kicked out of the University of Akron. A lot of people really don't know that because I never really talked about it much. But I was dismissed from the University of Akron after my true freshman year. After balling, I think I had like 40 tackles my freshman year, but I let it get to my head. I stopped going to class. I just thought I was bigger than, not necessarily the program, but just bigger than myself at the time. Like I just let everything get to me. I remember coming back from a game, I had like 2 sacks against Marshall, and I went to the club or something, and like I get to the door where everybody just knew my name. I was just like, oh yeah, like shit, I made it. Like I ain't never going to class again. Like it started snowing. They ain't show. I wouldn't go to class when it was snowing, but it was so cold. But I ended up getting dismissed, and like at first it didn't really register in my head because I was just like, man, they gonna fix that junk. Like, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Like they fix everything. Like you thinking, like I said, I'm thinking I'm just bigger than what I am at this time. Or they gonna get that straight. Then next thing I know, I'm on a plane to Kansas in the middle of nowhere. I'm driving. We driving 4 hours to the dorm. I pull up. It's like a juvenile detention center. I'm looking around. I'm like, yo, what's going on? Like where I went from D1 to nothing. Like I went to Hutch University, Hutch Community College. But just being there, like it really humbled me a lot, and it made me appreciate everything that I was blessed with before. I was able to play with a bunch of people in NFL now and a bunch of bounce backs or whatever. But through it all, my mom, I ain't gonna lie, my mom was my everything. Like without her, I don't think I would have been able to get through any of that for real. Just every morning calling her, like if I was ever troubled about something, just talking to her, just soothing me. After that, I probably before every game I called her, and we just prayed. And that's the only thing I could like do. Talking to my Uncle Derek, he helped me out. You know, he used to clown me because I had came home the one time for my freshman year, but we ain't gonna talk about that.
That boy not trying to go back.
That boy called me. That boy said, I'm not coming.
Yeah, I ain't gonna fly. I spent $600 on the ticket 1 week. was not going back. Mom had to force me back on the plane. I was like, yo, the homesick is, bro, it's real. Like,
Yeah.
the only thing got me through was playing
Ain't tell them
football.
about
So
that.
when,
Tell them
like I
how
said, it
we
got
should
took
come
away,
home.
but I was able to come back to the University of Akron. I came back. I got my GPA up. I ended up making Dean's List with a 3.2. And then I was able to get my bachelor's in criminal justice and political science. So it's just, bro, it's just staying focused. Like it goes by fast. So like fast, like we all out, but we feel like we was just y'all 2 days ago.
Facts.
Like 2 days ago, we was all just playing against each other in the county, like playing same way y'all feel like, oh dang, this was my last game. Now I'm going to college. We was just like, dang, we going to college too, and now we here. Now I work at the Ocala Juvenile Detention Center. I'm the rec therapist. Man. Like Cam said, I feel like my purpose for coming back was to help, you know what I'm saying, the kids. I coach too. It's just to help y'all get to, you know what I'm saying, farther than us. Like it's like paying it forward, the movie, paying forward. Hey, you supposed to help the next generation be better than what you was. We want y'all to be better than what we was. You know what I'm saying? We all had close encounters to making it. We want y'all to make it. We don't want y'all to have a close encounter or, you know what I'm saying, almost get right there. I mean, everybody, you know what I'm saying, got a different paths. And, you know what I'm saying, it's not for everybody. God has a different path for everybody. And this is the route that he wanted us to go. You know what I'm saying, we're supposed to be here today to tell y'all how to get to, you know what I'm saying, past what we got. So it's just by staying focused, man, keeping God first and just keep your family, your real family, not the ones who just, you know what I'm saying, they your cousins because you going to the league. Everybody see dollar signs when they see you when you're younger. Everybody, I know everybody, oh, yeah, you going to the league, da, da, da. As soon as, you know what I'm saying, it hit the fan and reality set in, that depression set in, who was there? My mama. That's why I got her forever. Like, you know what I'm saying, y'all real family. And y'all friends. Y'all friends right now, but the people y'all come in with, y'all gonna be friends with them too, but keep y'all friends, bro. And don't be, as a man, I know you told not to talk about your feelings and stuff, bro. Let that junk out. Because it sit inside you and fester, and that's when it get worse. Talk to somebody. Anybody. We all in here together right now. So y'all can call us if y'all want. Because we done been through it. But definitely talk to somebody.
And you know, in any type of relationship, communication is key. Any relationship, father, son, husband, wife, daughter, mama, football player, cousin, teacher, student, communication. If you had a Chinese teacher, you couldn't learn anything because you don't comprehend what she's saying. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
And so a lot of times, and like we are taught to mask our feelings. That's what we taught. But we have to understand that it's okay to say, hey, bro, that offended me. Hey, bro, you know what I mean? I don't like when you say that to me. Hey, bro, I feel some kind of way about that. You know what I mean? And how that person respond, that's letting you know how they feel about you. Y'all understand what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
So, like you say, when you go off to college and things of that nature, always remember that, you know, and separate yourself from the foolishness. You know, you don't have to run with every pack. You know what I'm saying? Get yourself one or two homeboys or whatever, man, and have your circle small, man. You know, it may be a upperclassman, whatever that you may look up to. You see him doing things the right way. You know what I'm saying? It ain't hard to see who the bulldog in the room is.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? It ain't hard to walk in that room and know that's the bulldog right there. That's Mufasa. You understand what I'm saying? Amongst men, we don't even have to say it. We know fast who is who. You understand what I'm saying? And it ain't always the biggest, so don't think you Mufasa, all right? No, I'm just but
I want to say something. I thought about him calling me and talking about the community. I thought that was kind of like special. He saying that he was concerned about it. And Devontae, why you got the mic? I think it's amazing what you're doing right now. I think you had college coaches come out, talk to the young men where you at, and you got some more ideas of things that you're going to do out there. I think that's a great thing to impact the community.
Oh, yes, sir. This past Thanksgiving we had they called it a turkey bowl, and we had, I think it was like 6 different programs from over Florida, us, Ocala, I think it was like Deep Creek, Jacksonville, somewhere in Miami, in the Everglades. We ended up playing at the Everglades Detention Center, and me and my boys, they ain't from Ocala, but you know what I'm saying, they represent Ocala. So
Yeah.
you feel me? We had to go down and do it right, but we were able to go down to the Everglades and take the championship trophy back home, and I think that was like the first time they had ever won a tournament at this program. And I was on there for like a couple weeks, but so I ain't trying to,
Wildcat.
you feel me?
Bill
But,
Belichick.
you know what I'm saying? I only allowed one touchdown too, you feel me? But
Wildcat.
you know what I'm saying? But no, it was just a blessing to get the kids out and just let them see something different. And just ever since then, their behavior, you know what I'm saying, everything has changed. They look forward to the outings. They want to, you know what I'm saying, do more. I think we're working on a basketball tournament coming up more soon with the programs. They scared to play some football now, so we gotta play basketball. But we were able to set up something for the kids who are graduating or getting their GEDs to where they were able to work out in front of a couple college coaches and possibly get scholarships to a prep school and or like smaller Division I schools and whatnot. So that was also good to do, and it's just a blessing to be able to give back because there's a lot of good kids in the program. It's just they just like us. Everybody in here ain't perfect. Every sin, so it's the same. We all done did stuff. We ain't get caught. You know what I'm saying? They did. So it's just you can never look at somebody and just judge them off their cover. They still kids at the end of the day. They just want to be able to be a kid. So I just feel like us doing the little stuff that we do helps them be able to somewhat, you know what I'm saying? Now I got a bunch of kids, they finna get out soon. They want to go play football. That's all in their mind now. They not so much as worried about the streets. They want to do, you know what I'm saying, do better. They want to be better. They want to go to college now. I told them my little stories, you know what I'm saying, but they see like, okay, you know what I'm saying, I actually can do this now. So I think it's just good, you know what I'm saying, just believing in the kids. Like Cam working with the younger kids, he getting them at an early age, so he might can deteriorate some of them from even getting to where I'm at, because I'm a tad bit older than, my kids are a tad bit older than his. So he can stop them from getting there. So it's just, you know what I'm saying, it's all a cycle, just about giving back.
And it's so important, like the young man mentioned, he said he didn't have a father figure. Some of us didn't. You know what I mean? And sometimes when we have to understand the position we're in, like you out to the detention center, you out to Howard Middle, someone out to North Marion, sometimes you the only father figure that these kids see. So we also must be consistent in who we are. Like, the number one rule is, at a job like yours is being consistent. They want to know they're going to get the same man every time they walk in that door. When you walk in that door, you the same officer. You the same teacher. You understand what I'm saying? And that's so important, So always hold yourself to a high standard. I remember when I coached football, it's times I wanted to go do things. I used to have a little temper and things of that nature, and I want to act out. But during the season, I would think about the kids. God darn, if I get caught, what about the kids? You understand what I'm saying? And I got in trouble right after the season too. But you know what I'm saying? Sometimes you think about the kids, and these kids become a part of you. You know what I mean? And it's gonna be a day where you guys, you're gonna have a grown man saying, "How you doing, Mr. Such and Such?" Or showing you their kids saying, "Hey, this man taught me in third grade. This man," you know what I mean? So sometimes our roles are very, very vital to the community, man. And I commend you, young man, for the step that you took, that you endured through college, and you coming back and putting input in our community. You could have stayed where you were. You could have went anywhere, but you choose to come back to our community, man. And that's so, so very vital and so important, man. And I want to thank you, young man, for that. For the young man that's in high school, starting with Dallin, it's Dallin and you three, right? I want you guys to speak clearly to the microphone and let us know that everything was said today. What you took most from this conversation, sir?
Basically, out of everything that's being said, what I took most out of it, it's not gonna be easy. You're gonna have many distractions coming your way. I have distractions now. That done got in my way. I done make mistakes. You just don't make the same mistakes. So really, you just moral of the story, you just gotta stay focused. Everything gonna be there. at the end, just stay focused.
That's right. That's right. I want them to also, like, where do you see? We all living here in this community. You know, I like what he's doing. Somebody wouldn't even thought about doing what he's doing right now. Actually being planted in a detention center. Got college coaches coming out looking at these young men. That's bringing hope. How do y'all see yourself bringing hope to your community, to the people around you? Kind of tie that in a little bit too as y'all go around. You know what I mean? Because you got to have something. You're not just doing this for you, is what I'm saying. See, a lot of times you can go to school and think you're just doing it for you, but bro, you're not just doing this for you. This is for more than you. There's more people tied to it. There's more people invested in it than just you. Like y'all say, you can't forget your mom. You can't forget your mom. And I know my grandmother was giving me money that I know she didn't have. And I was waiting on that little mailbox to come because we didn't have no cash out, no none of that. So I'm at the mailbox. And when the joker steal your mail and go into your mail and boy, you ain't got nothing. You know what I'm saying? That'll set you off. You know what I mean? People was doing this when we was in school. You know what I mean? Steal your mail, steal your credit cards you got coming. They end up blowing up credit cards. It's some dangerous stuff that happens in college with some experience. So what I'm trying to tell y'all is know the bigger picture. Like you said, know what's going, what you want from you. You know what I mean? Because it's bigger than you. It's bigger than the $5, $10 that you can spend to go to the club that night and you can't go. It's bigger than that. You know what I'm saying?
Before you go, can I say something real quick? This y'all. Well, Jess hit me up. He was like, Mr. Ponder want to do a podcast. I jumped on it immediately, not because I seen Mr. Ponder play. I never seen Mr. Ponder. I heard he was gas, but I never seen one of his games. And so, like, it was out of respect of who he was as a man, what I done seen him do in the community. I never seen him catch a ball, never seen him shake nobody. I heard he was pretty good, but I can't tell you how good he was with my own eyes. He a legend, not for what he did on the field, but what he did in the community.
That's right.
And with that being said, y'all, like, Jits, they know me, they know OJ, they know of us, but they never seen us play. They seen y'all play. So it means more if y'all go back and start now because y'all the hottest thing. They watching y'all every Friday night. It was been about 7 years since we played? For some months, I graduated in 2017, but it was like, baby. They heard about what we did, but if Mr. Ponder would have came to me, you should come to my podcast, because back in, I ain't going to tell you age, I caught this ball and that. Like, I would have been like, okay, cool, I heard you was good, but that's what every old person say. And that's probably how they looking at us. So they done seen y'all boys made plays. They done seen Mitch Twitter. They done seen Cat. They done seen all y'all boys make plays. Y'all got these just attention. So, like, what are y'all going to do with it? Y'all got more power than we got because we just the old heads now who just talk about what we did in the past. You feel me? And so that is just something to think about before you speak.
Hey, that's really what, when I hit Mr. Pond up, bro, it wasn't about myself. It wasn't about Mr. Pond. Like, I always had a great respect for him because I knew the work he did in the community. But it's all about y'all, bro. Like, for us being older, like when I thought about ideas, like, man, like, bro, what if I had good mentors in my life, but I ain't really had nobody like tell me like what I was exactly about to get into. Bro. So that's all this about y'all. Like, I want y'all to go have that experience. Like, we talk a lot of bad stuff, but college gonna be the best time of y'all life, bro. Like, for real, like forget all that bad stuff, bro. But you about to have the time of your life, bro. Like, from too much fun, but like I want y'all boys, like, I want to do this again, so y'all boys gonna have y'all experience, and I want y'all boys to go through it, and then y'all come back and apply it to the community. Like, y'all think about the next topic for the next podcast or the next conversation. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is what it's all about, bro. Like, let's keep this going. Like, it's a lot of crazy stuff going on in our city. Like, we got everybody in our city done play NCY fair together now. Now he done moved to Reddit, he done moved to the shores. Now he with this clique, he with this clique. Now we beefing. Now we done killed each other. You feel me? Like, that's kind of like the crazy stuff we got going on in our city, and that's all our youth see. Like, that's all they see is either you want to thug or you want to play football and basketball. But there's so much other stuff to do, bro. You feel me? So we need for us being young. Like, Mr. Ponder, them, they up in age. Like, yeah, they know, okay, yeah, Mr. Ponder, that's Dallin Daddy. He cut hair, woo. You know what I'm saying? They know that, but they don't got too many young people who, like, trying to do this kind of stuff, like, be a good example for the city. Like, just cause you don't make it to the league, don't mean you can't be a good example in your city, bro. Feel me? You can still do good stuff, bro. So that's what it's all about, for real.
That's right. Okay, sir, you go. What the question was again, Dylan?
I got you. I
What
got you.
y'all
It's
took from it?
what they
Oh
took the
yeah, yes
most from.
sir, yes sir.
So like one thing they was all saying was like college gonna be good, it's gonna be bad, but like we gotta stay level headed. We gotta keep going to our goal. Like even though it's gonna be some hard times where you wanna quit, it's all gonna pay off in the end. We get an education in the end. So it's like they all telling us stay level headed, stay focused to your goal.
That's right. Thank you.
What I got was stay focused and do the little things right, because the little things is what's gonna get you what you want to do in life. So getting up early, 5 a.m., and then stay close to your people and talk to them when you need to, because it's gonna have ups and downs in college.
What I learned was just stay consistent, just learn what you know, and just don't do the wrong things.
Don't do the wrong thing.
Hey,
I
I can
tell
say
y'all.
something real quick.
Yes sir, you can.
Speaking on little thing, my bad. I've been saying all three of y'all, but I forgot you in high school, but you big. But I'm gonna say, but all four of y'all, but I've been in Vanguard again. I want to tell y'all something right now. When y'all running off the field, run off the field. Y'all boy be stopping at the side. I'm serious, but don't like for real. But them coaches don't play that. I'm gonna tell y'all that before y'all get there. And right now, y'all probably gonna forget. So if y'all do it and y'all get yelled, I want one of y'all to hit me up. And let me know. Cause that's real. Like for real, for real. Another thing, like Monte said, man, we y'all in here, y'all can hit us up whenever, man. You know what I'm saying? Whenever y'all need advice, you know what I'm saying, y'all feeling down, whatever. Especially you play DB, I can relate to you the most. So you need advice on any of that, just hit me up, man. I see a little bit of you out there on that field. I say I see a little bit of me and you out there on that field. So I'm gonna be watching you, like, you know what I'm saying? I like no count. So we'll be getting right.
And I tell y'all what, and before we leave, maybe the young men that has been off to college and everything, they can, share numbers with you guys. So, you guys can have somebody that it's okay to call mom and daddy, but mom and daddy may not have been through this situation. Somebody that knows, the ins and the outs or whatever. So you have someone as a mentor you can talk to. I'm quite sure you guys would mind sharing their number with you, man, right? Right. Yes, sir.
I'll tell you, my first coach at Akron told me this, and I feel like he was one of the realest coaches I ever had. But he told me, he said, every year, he said, I'm bringing in somebody to try to replace you. So do not get complacent. And he told me straight up, he was like, I brought you in this year to replace the boys in front of you, and you did, and now I'm finna bring somebody in and try to replace you. He said, either two things happen. Either you're gonna stay over them, or you're gonna let them replace you. So just always keep that in your mind. Like, you got a good relationship with your coach, but it's always somebody coming to try to take your spot. Never get complacent. Never just get comfortable. That's the worst thing people would do. You see a lot of good athletes who go to college and who was good in high school and they get to college and they just get complacent because now it's like, I'm in college, I'm here, you on scholarship, you on the team still. You still getting, you know what I'm saying, your little, you know what I'm saying, money here and there. But you get complacent and it's easy to get left behind. Once you get complacent, sometimes it's hard to get out of it. So just always remember that. Never get complacent.
And one more thing. I ain't trying to throw Cole on the spot, but like, okay, I went to Southern. After Southern, I transferred. After I graduated from Southern, I transferred to Norfolk State. When I got there, they had Emil Senko from Vanguard, and they had Cub there. So when I got up there, I was highly anticipated on playing with them boys because they were telling me how good they was and stuff like that. And then when it ended up coming to the season time, like not trying to put Cub on the spot, but you know what I'm saying, he had little had them fell behind in his grades or whatever, how that played out. So since you just went through that, like that grade situation, because you didn't get to talk yet, like just tell them boys like maybe what happened, like what you did different or what you stopped doing, like to put you in that position, like what you would have did different, you know what I'm saying? So you don't get put in that spot of being eligible.
I mean, during that process, that's when adversity hit. I can say I didn't know how to deal with it at first. I know how y'all brought it up, family important. So that's what I went to, family first. Really ain't had nobody up there far away. So really, I just locked in, did what I had to do so it won't happen again. Now this year, next year, I've
be back on the field playing with a 3.0 GPA. So really, you just got to maintain, know your purpose and your why, and why you up there, what you're doing it for, not just be out there playing and trying to be the man or want to be seen for something else. So how I took it is just to lock in and stay focused.
Let me ask you something, sir. What was your number one distraction that caused you to slip a little bit, sir?
Cap.
I see.
Tell-
I see my number one distraction was the crowd I was around. Seeing stuff, just being around the wrong crowd, trying to fit in with the wrong crowd. That was my big distraction.
Y'all heard that, right? Y'all heard that. Remember, y'all from the 352. We leaders. When we go places, we the men amongst men. We don't do no following. You understand what I'm saying? We make them follow us. And we gonna do the right thing. We gonna set ourselves apart. Understand that you the new guy. It's no different than when you was in the 5th grade. You was the big dog. Then you had to go to middle school. You the little dog. You know? Then you got the 8th grade. You was the big dog. Then you had to be the little freshman. Look at the little freshman walking around there. Look at the little freshman. All of a sudden, you was a senior looking down on everybody. All the teachers, everybody love you. The dean, everybody. You the man on the football field. Everybody love you. Now you finna go right back to be another puppet. But one thing about puppies, if everybody in the same boat, all the other puppies know who is who. It's gonna be when that food get right to the end, some of them will walk away because they know that one puppy gonna get that last bone. You understand what I'm saying? Always remember who you are. Always remember what's inside of you and the things that your parents instilled in you. Because that's what it's going to come down to. When push comes to shove, it's about what can you retain from what was instilled in you. You know what I'm saying? Those same things, because mom ain't gonna be there, dad ain't gonna be there. Like you say, sometimes mom sending money that she ain't got. Grandma sending money that she ain't got. I seen guys in prison. He get on the phone, his mama sending half of her light bill money, and he go out there and gamble it up in one day, trying to fit in. He's trying to fit in with the crowd. His mom out there suffering, and this man just lost all her money in 2 hours. And that woman out there sacrificing.
When you pull that money out, that cash out, you don't know what your mama going through while you in college. But you saying, man, I'm just trying to get that smoke. I'm just trying to get me a bottle tonight to go to the club and show out.
Yeah.
I'm just being real.
No. Hey, that's something we ain't even touch base on that, but bro, hey, that refund, you know about that? Hey, bro, that refund check. Okay, y'all boys. See, we went to HBCU. We ain't getting no check every month on top of the refund. See, like them boys went to PWI. We went to HBCU, so we got refunds. So you might get a refund at the beginning of the semester. You gotta make that jump last to the end of it. So, bro, even with y'all going to like bigger schools, y'all might get a check every month, bro. Save y'all money, bro. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gotta ball every weekend. You ain't gotta do this and do that. You ain't gotta buy the nice J's. Like each time you get a check, like you can get you like one pair of shoes and just chill. You ain't gotta be the most flashy dude. Cause like save that money, put that money up, boy. Put that money up. Cause that money, when that money gone and you call your mama like, "Ma, I need to eat," you gonna be like, "Dang, bro. I know my mom. I got little brothers and sisters at the crib. I keep calling her for $20 here, $20 there to go eat." Like, save that money, bro. For real.
When I went to Iowa State and I was getting that check every month, I should have saved my money. I went to Southern. I had some money saved up with the Southern, but that gone. They gone fast. We wasn't getting that check, man.
Easy come, easy go. Okay, gentlemen. We gonna have a segment called Fill in the Blank. I'm gonna ask y'all a question. We got a lot of people, so I want you to be quick. Tell me the first thing come to mind. Okay, we're gonna start with Mr. Rim and we're gonna go around. I've always wanted to
Travel.
You gotta restart, bro. What's the question?
He gonna say a subject.
You always wanted to.
That's a tough one though.
Just say, boom, what you always want to do. Have a baby.
That's out.
By Cubans.
Give back to the community.
Grow more.
I say prove myself.
You say the same.
Be a lawyer.
That's right.
Succeed.
Get rich.
Be successful.
That Mr. Pun answer. What you always wanted to do.
Change.
What about you?
I've always wanted to learn how to build houses. I love when someone
Care for me, like just do for me. Oh, only one word.
no, whenever you love when someone.
I like genuine love. Genuine love.
I ain't gonna say one word. So my job, I work in the school system too. I work with some of the ASD kids, like some autistic kids at Forest High School. Whenever like, you know what I'm saying, I don't tell nobody, like, you know what I'm saying, they find out, whatever. I love when they like tell me I'm doing something good. Cause I definitely feel like that's a good thing.
That's right. Amen. Amen.
I love when someone, you know, shows loyalty.
Come back to me.
It's a good one though.
I like when someone can show accountability.
Amen. Amen to accountability.
I love when somebody show like appreciation.
I love when somebody grateful.
What you love that somebody do?
I love when someone
shows they care.
I love someone that's thankful.
I love when someone careful.
I love to see young men come together and make a difference.
Got one more.
That was a good one. But I just love like how y'all came back. Y'all brought all this together. Y'all really blessing us, and we don't even know it, but y'all really blessed us though. Especially you, like you really blessed a lot of us, especially all the men in here sitting today. So I love when y'all come back and bless the younger generation.
Okay, Mr. Real. Okay, we're gonna start on this end first. If I had to do it all over again, I would.
Open minded.
Hey man, let me tell y'all something. When y'all get up at that podium, all y'all, especially y'all first round draft picks who still got a chance to be first round draft pick. So when is it Roger Goodell? Who is he? What his name is?
Roger Goodell.
When Roger Goodell called you up there, man, you
Look it down.
what you gonna be doing? You gonna be okay. The question is, if I had to do it all over again, I would.
Change.
Do the small things right.
Right.
I don't regret going to Akron, but I probably would have went to a different school though.
I would have truly kept God first.
Amen.
I say listen more.
Probably grind harder.
I do what he said. Listen, you know. Yeah, listen more.
I can say the same thing once they say go to another school. Wait for us to be exact, probably.
Man, I would have listened to my daddy more so. Cause my daddy, he tried to make me not touch the stove, but as a young man, you know what I'm saying, we gotta touch that stove to make sure it's hot. My daddy, he tried to prevent me from a lot of stuff, but I still had to touch the stove, so that's what I did. Listen to my daddy more.
Okay, Mitch, it aggravates me when people
cap. People lie. I hate when people lie.
Hate.
Aggravates when people hate.
Hater.
People think they know it all.
People take things for granted.
People show fake love.
People selfish.
When people lie.
It aggravates me when people. Don't tell me you gonna let power go before
I
you.
know don't nothing about you. I know it ain't nothing that them bitches about you. You Jolly Green Giant. Come on now.
When people think they know me.
People don't listen.
Do the little things wrong.
Not being consistent.
Not being consistent. Rim. If I could go back to any age, it would be, and why?
NCY Fair days, bro. You was so carefree. Like my mama can give me $10 at NCY Fair after my game. I'll be living the whole day. Saying go to McDonald's, go grab some McDonald's. I'll be running around. What you mean? I mean, like NCY Fair days. Like how old you is? I go back. Man, I go back to back like 10 years old.
About 10
NCY
years
Fair
old.
days.
All right.
Yeah. Them the great, them the best days, bro.
First grade.
Seven.
I probably say about 13.
Why 13?
Around 13, that was around the time. What grade you in 13? When you 13?
Eighth grade.
Eighth grade.
Okay, so eighth grade. You know, what I'm saying I was playing for the senior nights. I was running the ball. I was holding that pill.
Doing your 1, 2. Okay.
But that was around the time my mom had got married and stuff too, and I had you know what I'm saying, we moved. You know, it's just different having a man in the house and stuff like that. I would, you know what I'm saying, look at things differently, and you know, football of course. But, yeah.
I go back to 4th grade. Pee Wee Dolphins and junior. I know the what is it called, the Jags championship game. I would have took it back.
Freshman year of high school, if I know the things that I know now, I did a whole bunch of things different, especially when as far as training. Man. Training me and my brother, Malik Stevens, when we didn't start really training until we got to college. Matter of fact, like our junior, senior year type of college. So if I had all the knowledge that we got now, man, I would have been doing it since freshman.
Yeah. Right.
I say middle school days, you ain't really have to worry about nothing for around that time. You can go outside and be out as long as you want to, and I have to worry about nothing for real.
I say I'll probably go back when I was 20. That was around the time I had my All-American season, and then after that, that's when my head got too big, and I started kind of crashing out in my own way.
I guess the same. Well, not 20, but probably my senior year. Our season ain't go that well, but I had a real good year. I spoke with not every team, I probably speak to like maybe 4 teams that year, but I just would have probably worked harder or whatever. And I mean, COVID denied us a pro day and stuff, so it was that. So I kind of just gave up a little bit, but around, I guess, so 23, I just would have worked harder. 23, I just would have worked a little harder at getting a little farther, I guess, you know what I'm saying, instead of letting COVID, I guess, deteriorate me or like, you know what I'm saying, just make me not want it as much.
I went back to like 14 when I was in 9th grade to change my work ethic because it wasn't the best.
I say like 12, 13. I would have worked on my craft more in football and basketball. I probably would have been better than I am now.
I'd probably say like 9 to 10. Like same SY Fair days.
Hey, DB,
Tight.
you going into college, but you can work on that now. You got time. You take work ethic. You're right. Really, coaches. Them the coaches y'all gonna be with like 85% of the time. That's gonna be like your family friend.
Your position coach, you be with them during the season. So strength and conditioning coach, you gonna be with them for 85% of the season.
And I want to say something else too.
Yes, sir.
I want to go back to my freshman, not really freshman, middle. I say middle school. Going to camps early. Getting my exposure out there earlier, because it's a lot of people in Ocala, like Mitch as an example. That don't get that opportunity that other people would. Outside of Ocala, because it's just a whole bunch of like you say, politics that go on.
Yeah.
So I wish I would have camped early.
All right, Mr. Rim. My childhood crush was
Pass.
Bass. Come on.
The NFL.
Okay then. Hey,
Yeah, I don't
if y'all want to say the little girl, it could be somebody off TV. It don't mean.
I'm about to name drop in the city. I'm about to name drop.
Can't do that.
I'm about to name drop in the city.
Childhood crush was Dylan.
I wasn't really crushing. It was crushing on me.
Okay.
Man, they lie. My childhood crush was Lauren London. New of ATL.
Okay then.
Yeah, that's my childhood crush.
I'm talking about no celebrity. I'm talking about real crush.
I'm about to say something.
That's what I was gonna say, Laura London. Same way.
I ain't gonna lie, mine was Megan Good.
Yeah, you can't go wrong with Megan, boy. Woo.
I can't even remember.
You can't remember. You only 18.
Nicki Minaj.
Still legit.
I tell you what, Mr. Rim. Microphone, Rim. Okay, play receiver. You trusting him? If I could ask God one question, it would be,
How'd you do it? I asked God, how did he do it?
What path does he have in front of me to get to heaven? Like, what's the best thing for me to be doing for me to be able to, see them perfect things?
and I believe, sir, the job that you're doing right now is a great start. You know what I mean? It takes a special kind of person to do the work that you do. And I want to commend you, man, and I thank you, man. I'm quite sure everybody in here feel the same way, bro. It's love.
Why make it hard for the people, who show nothing but love and do good?
I'll probably ask him why all the good die young.
I'll probably ask him, do he know who I am?
I'll probably ask him why he ain't let me be 6'3".
I'm gonna ask him that same question too. You feel me? But not just ask. I guess what more could I do? I guess in life. You know what I'm saying, for my purpose.
I asked him for the easiest way, but the best way to change my mindset.
Okay, let me ask you a question, sir. Change your mindset in what form, in what manner?
As I was younger, like they said, like it's nothing coming from Ocala unless you playing sports or whatever, because everything else is going corrupt. So like when I was younger, I really ain't start playing football till the 7th grade, even though I was always the biggest person. I just never started playing football. I just got into it late.
I'll ask him why he ain't made me tall with long arms.
I'll probably ask him like what he got planned for me in the future.
Okay, this is the last segment of the podcast. That's where you gentlemen, it's called AMA, where you gentlemen get to ask me anything.
What would you have done different before prison?
I would have learned how to communicate. See, like I say once again, a lot of time as men, we don't know how to properly communicate. You know what I'm saying? We internalize it. I went to anger management and I've learned that they call it the volcano man. You just keep taking it. You know what I mean? They keep asking for it. And then you just give it to them and it's like a big eruption. and it destroyed the whole land. The whole Hawaii ain't no more good, you know. So learn to communicate properly stops you from being the volcano man. Stop you from just acting out. You know, we as a people, they stereotype us as we just do stupid things because we get angry. We shoot a man in the middle of a basketball game and think don't nobody's supposed to tell. You understand what I'm saying? We have to understand that if you're causing me to get out of character, I just separate myself from you. It's not about what you do to me. It's about how I respond to what you do to me. So it's about self. But me personally, I would learn to communicate more. And I would have formed a relationship with Jesus earlier.
What was the biggest lesson, like being in prison? Like, what you think is the best thing it taught you? Like, the most important thing that you took from it?
I found Jesus in prison. You know, I'm here before you men right now because I was able to look in the mirror. Some people can't look in the mirror. The hardest thing in the world to do is to look in the mirror. Because I want to blame DP. I want to blame this man. I want to blame him. But I don't want to blame me, see. It's everybody's fault but mine. And looking in the mirror and understanding that it's on me. The man in the mirror is one of the most very important things. And mind your business. You know, you don't survive 18 years in prison by being in other people's business. It don't pertain to you. Mind your business. You ain't got nothing to say. You know what I'm saying? When you go off to college or whatever, you're going to see a lot of things, man. You know what I'm saying? Being in prison, it trains you. You know what I'm saying? It's times where, man, it's some crazy things, man. So keep your life together, man, because that ain't for everybody. And you got some guys that walk around here that everybody know and they popular. But up that road, they do some most despicable things that if you know what I mean. But they come around here, and everybody wearing shirts with them and hollering for them that's here. Just stay away from my sisters and my daughters and you know what I'm saying? So you have a lot of things that go on, man. So like he say, college can be the best time of your life. Enjoy yourself, but keep business business. Let business be business, man. Keep business business.
What made you want to start doing podcasting?
If y'all see the way I walk, I'm a little unstable. I had spinal surgery, and I couldn't walk. I had to learn how to walk again, and I had that about a year before I came home. And as I fasted and meditated, you know, when I left the street in 2003, there was no such thing as a podcast. I never heard the word before in my life. Oh, what is a podcast? So I'm asking people, what is a podcast? What is a podcast? And people trying to explain it to me, but I couldn't comprehend it. And when I left, wasn't no Facebook, no Instagram, no YouTube, no TikTok. It was a flip phone. They don't just got the little the little next tail thing or whatever. You understand what I'm saying? So, you know, Mitch wasn't born when I left. He wasn't born. His brother was born. He wasn't born yet. That's my little cousin. That's why I say that. But that's to show you how long I've been gone. And yeah, 18 years is a long time. Some of you guys just 18 years old. You know what I mean? And for me to think about 18 years, I was gone. And in 2 years, I built this. But the answer to your question is God gave me this. When I used to sleep, God would tell me podcast. I'm thinking, what is it? I'm learning a new word. I'm waking up saying podcast, and I don't even know what it is. You know what I'm saying? But when I come home, I'm asking people. So when I came home, I was very unsteady. I couldn't walk. And I fell and broke my leg. And as I laid up in that bed with my foot up in the air for 4, 5, 6 months, I don't know if y'all familiar with the Bible. Y'all know who Jonah is? Jonah the one that the fish swallowed. And I thought about Jonah as I laid in that bed. Because Jonah didn't have to get swallowed by the fish. All he had to do was go preach to the people that God told him to do. Neither did I have to fall and break my leg. All I had to do was go do the podcast. But when I laid there in that bed, I said, well, Lord, if you allow me to walk again, I'll do the podcast. And when I started limping around, I've been podcasting ever since. You know what I mean? Broke down and all. So I would like for you gentlemen to help me pack this stuff up when we done.
I want to say this. I don't want y'all to miss what he just said in that. He was laying in his bed, never heard the word podcast. God put podcast in his heart. See what I'm saying? Your purpose is hidden in what God has for you. So if you never tap in, you never pray, you never get really, I'm talking about really serious about prayer, you gotta get serious about prayer because a lot of y'all had that question. Like, what is my next step? What's my next goal? Show me what I need to do. He will show you. If he can whisper podcast to this man while he's sitting in a cell and he never knew nothing about it, know nothing about Facebook, TikTok, and all this equipment, he's able to run it now because God spoke it and it was. Remember from the beginning of the time what he started doing? Speaking it and it was. So the same thing he want to do in your life. You want to speak some things, you want to show you that he going to bring it back.
And see, you communicate with God by prayer. Remember, communication is the key to all relationships. So how you going to, and then when you ask him something, wait on the answer. Don't ask him and get up off your knees. You ain't let the man answer. Think about it.
I'm guilty. I pray a lot. But I pop up and I'm on the run. I'm going here. I'm busy. I'm busy with life. Everybody get that way. But find you a place that you can sit and hear it. Because it's important to your next step that y'all can take. Believe it or not, y'all gonna look around this same room 5 years from now, y'all gonna say, whoa, this happened to me. Really? I impact this amount of people. Oh yeah, God's gonna do something in y'all life, bro. He ain't just bring y'all here by accident. We finna touch some more young men. Some more young men gonna be right in here. I ain't gonna stop. Y'all ain't gonna stop. And that's what we gotta live by. Because if we sit and let everybody else run around here, run crazy through the neighborhoods and kill up each other, it'll be one of our loved ones. So we gotta hold it close to our heart and say, you know what? We can't let this happen to our sisters and brothers. Okay?
Yes, sir.
I want to encourage you guys before the show goes, sir. It's 31 chapters in Proverbs. It's 31 days in a month. That's the maximum days in a month, 31 days. I challenge you, men, whatever date of the month, like today is the 4th, correct? You read Proverbs chapter 4. Tomorrow is the 5th. You read Proverbs chapter 5. I guarantee you, you do that for 2-3 months, your life will change. See, you won't even realize that you know what you know. All of a sudden, you'll be around this man that's bad business, and all of a sudden the scripture come to you, flee from the man for you receiving him not the lips of knowledge. And you find yourself there walking away. That's wisdom. Wisdom is knowing when to do it. You understand what I'm saying? Knowledge is knowing how to do it. So Solomon was the wisest man God ever made. He wrote the book of Proverbs. I promise you, that's the best advice that I could give you, man, for wisdom. You read that book of Proverbs, man, it teaches you so much, man. You won't even know that you know it. You won't even know that you know it. You'll just find yourself acting upon it, you know? But whoever next, go ahead and go.
My question to you would be, what advice you have to the youth that's watching right now?
Never give up. Never give up. Believe in yourself and hold yourself accountable. Don't wait till the world hold you accountable. Hold yourself accountable. Look in the mirror and hold yourself accountable.
My question would be, did you see a difference in like people, family, or friends before going in and after you got out now?
Yes, sir. I think the difference, when I was in prison, my grandmother used to tell me, well, son, the world ain't the same no more. I'm like, Grandma, what you mean the world ain't the same? No, what you mean? Son, this ain't the same. And the love level because God taught me how to love. The name of this podcast is called Talk Love Communication, which he also gave me because I didn't know what to do. What I'm gonna do, I don't know. It's easy for me to get on and talk about the Dolphins and all this. Who want to hear about love? But it's not what they want to hear; it's what they need to hear. You understand what I'm saying? Everybody want to be loved. Everybody need to be loved. But we gonna, what I'm saying? But it's just enduring, man. Just enduring.
I know you just told us to read Proverbs, but what other advice would you have us, like, or whatever you did to strengthen your walk in Christ?
I read daily. I started my day out with the Bible. Luke chapter 6, started verse 22. I would read that every day. And it spoke on the manner of do do good to those who hurt me, bless those that curse me. You know what I'm saying? So basically teaching me how to, I'm gonna tell you how ignorant I was, man. For a lot of y'all young, so y'all may not know me. I used to do music and, all this old kill 'em up, bang, bang, slap the woman down, slap the brother down, and all this old crazy stuff, fighting dogs, and just everything. And I remember asking, looking in the mirror, and I said, well, Lord, why am I like this? Everything in my life was violent. You understand what I'm saying? The music. You grow up on music. I'm going to tell y'all, man, I understand Lil Baby don't fight. Lil Baby is fight, though. You know what I'm saying? But I understand the music. Don't think that I'm an old man that don't know. Don't think that I understand who Jesus is and things of that nature, but like I say, Lil Baby fight. Lil Baby, he doing this one too. But understand what that is, man. That's like going in the movie and watching Freddy Krueger and watching Jason. Once you leave the movie, Freddy Krueger ain't real no more. And y'all must understand that with that music. But what goes in comes out of you. What you hear is a seed that's being planted in your life, man. So when you hear these things that, shoot them and do this here and do that, you become a robot. If Lil Baby been saying that and you've been listening to this song 100 times, when you put in that situation, you just respond. So what that music, man, that music was a great big influence on me. Growing up, listening to Trick Dad and JT Money and Ice Cube, them. You know what I'm saying? Scarface, bye. Yeah, Scarface, bye. But you know what I'm saying? So be mindful of the things that you allow within you, because what you get in, you're going to put out. You still a little boy. Rim, you still a little boy that you was. You just a big little boy. That's it. That's why mama know when you lying every time. See what I'm saying? The same you always jump. She never told you your eyes jump when you lie. You wonder how mama know I be lying? Because you still her little boy. You just a big boy, that's all. And each and every one of you, the same thing. You know what I mean? So we all are the same people. We just, it's the things that we pick up along the way. Some things we cast away, some things we take in.
Sit over there.
I guess what just keep you motivated, like to continue doing this.
Knowing that God told me to do it. That's sometimes, man, it's hard, man. You know what I'm saying? As you can hear, I'm sick now. I almost called Mr. Ponder today and we're like, man, I'm bad. I'm down bad. And I prayed to God, I said, Lord, allow me, you know what I'm saying, these young men, you know what I mean? I can't have him to call these people, tell these people, you know what I'm saying? But God I pushed through it. You know what I mean? I'm got little stuff here, all kind of little snot rag, you know what I mean? Thank the Lord I'm holding up. But the purpose was the message. If it's not perfect, the message is clear. These young men, and put it into you guys' life. We came together. Unity is so important. Unity is so important, man. This beautiful. This beautiful. Man, when I walked in that Vanguard locker room, man, and seen all that stuff in there, seen all y'all in that locker room, I went to Forest High School, man. When I walked in that locker room and seen all that there, love at first sight. You understand what I'm saying? Our young men wasn't out there in the streets playing crazy. I know I might get a little lash, but see, but on the deeper level though, our young men, it's 9 o'clock in the morning not running the streets. Because for a while there was a young black man getting killed every week for about 6 weeks. Another man dead. Kid dead. But when I walked in that locker room and seen that there, man, love at first sight. Shout out to Vanguard High School, man. Shout out to you.
The question you asked us earlier, if you can go back to an age in your life and change something, what would you change?
If I could go back to my freshman year in high school, and my freshman year in high school, because high school is our last step, kind of. Most of us, you know what I'm saying, and it's like that's when you kind of start smelling yourself, start getting a little hair on your arm, a little what you call it and stuff. You know what I mean? So you start to I just would have done things better. I never done homework. I graduated with a 3.14. But I could have applied myself better. You understand what I'm saying? And like what make this mean so much to me, that I was a pretty good football player. But I was so ignorant. My mom got a bunch of sisters. I didn't have nobody. I'm the oldest child, so I didn't have no one to tell me what these young men are telling you guys. That's so important. It's priceless, man. Because I myself would have went to college. Instead of me, when I pull up in the yard and I see the people with the different tag, man, come on, man, I ain't going there. Come on, man, let's go. You know what I'm saying? Ignorant. That's not giving myself the opportunity. You understand what I'm saying? I always don't regret it because, I was chasing the red bone. And they're like a glow in the dark, yo. But I was chasing the red bone, and I got a child from her, so I kind of, in my own mind, I kind of leveled that out. My daughter wouldn't be here if I have went off to college. That's what I try to tell myself. You know what I mean? But I didn't have no one to lead and guide me and say, man, I was so ignorant. And, I'm a little older than you guys, and life was different. With the, racialness and things like that, discrimination in our county, it was a lot different. So my mindset, I'm thinking the whole world was like this was. You understand what I'm saying? I'm thinking I'm not finna go up there where them people at. Them people do me any kind of way, you know what I'm saying? Because that's what we saw here, but it's different in different parts of the world. But I didn't know that. I was only confined to these little city blocks here.
How good was you back in the day playing football?
I was pretty good. I was one of the only players. Well, your coach, we always say your coach got second team, I got first team. But Farmer was pretty good too. Yeah. What's that?
You was first team?
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah. You could attest to that?
Big Wildcat, man. I can't attest to the first team situation because I wasn't playing like y'all. You know what I mean? I was younger. I wasn't playing that close attention.
Yeah, I'm a little older than him.
I know he was a player.
Well, I tell you what, man. I mean, that green.
I know what I did. Green and gold. I know we supposed to have colors. Green and gold is that orange on TC. I know we supposed to have. I said green and gold is that. I ain't never got 7. I know I said down the whole half. So I had to put my numbers up.
Whole half?
I can't put no pads on. I'm sorry, what you say? I ain't never got 70 put on me playing. Oh, you feel what I'm saying? If they would have gave me the ball last play of my senior year, we definitely would have won it. You feel me?
Yeah.
Where you would have seen yourself if you wouldn't have went to prison or if you wouldn't have been doing podcasts?
Before I got arrested, I was actually coaching out the forest. You know what I'm saying? 3 undefeated seasons, you know what I'm saying, right before I left. My last game was... See, I look at football... For you guys who played football, you got good coaches and bad coaches. Man, this man don't even know what he's doing. I heard, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes you got coaches that's, you understand what I'm saying? But then you got coaches that, this man is putting into me. And I just have the ability to, I guess I always been able to communicate certain things. But when it came to my anger, I didn't know how to do it. You understand what I'm saying? But I could take what I know and give it to you because I understood what it was like when I was in your position. And at the forest, I remember I went and talked to Yancey. And Oh, you asked me how good I was. Let me give you, this is just a true story here. I graduated in 1992. So that means I played in 91, was my senior year. In 2001, 10 years later, I was going to go coach at the Vanguard. I said, I want to go coach. So, Vanguard going to always have, you know what I'm saying, the West Side. That's just the bottom line. Vanguard going to have, I'm the only person in my whole generation, my family, anything ever went to Forest. Everybody go to Vanguard. I was a trader, so to speak. Best thing ever happened to me, trading. But I remember when I went out to Vanguard High School to talk to Yancey. This the Yancey that coached Mr. Ponder. My year when we beat them, of course the man hurt. That junk hurt. You know what I'm saying? Now that I'm a coach, I understand. That junk, your emotions be into it. You know what I'm saying? And I remember getting in that man's face, saying, yeah, Forrest #1, yeah, 22, And I told that man that. And so when I went to his office, when I sat across his desk, me and him relived that. He didn't open his mouth. I didn't open my mouth. But I could see that he remembered me. Yeah. And he told me, he said, Will Robertson, linebacker, 22, 1991. That man remember me. You know what I'm saying? And when I started coaching, I beat him. And he would not allow his kids to shake my kid's hand. But that made it even better. That made it even more foul, right? Definitely. I mean, you know what I'm saying? In my mind. But, coaching, man, in football is something that it's a life lesson. You know what I mean? You learn a lot of discipline, man. And I'm so proud of you guys, man, the ones that played on Vanguard this year. I watched y'all self-destruct in the kickoff classic with the penalties and all kind of y'all had a chance to beat the number 6 team in the nation. You beat them, really. You understand what I'm saying? But undisciplined. But you guys got that together, man. And I watched you guys, man, fight throughout the year, man. And I'm very proud of you guys, you know what I'm saying? And let me ask you something, Mr. Brown. Throughout the season, Vanguard had a running back by committee. All year they had a running back by committee. Come playoff time, the last couple games at the end of the season, come playoff time, you seem to distance yourself from the pack. How was that possible, and what took place? What was your mind frame, sir?
I mean, playoff time is just win or go home. So I felt like, you feel me, I don't even know, it was just win or go home. Like, just the team, we got a goal that we had set before we even started the season. Like, take it back to kickoff classic. Like, we wasn't even worried about Miami Central, like, what the city was saying about us. Like, we finna get beat by 80. Man, we was out there working just like Miami Central every day. Like, we up 6 o'clock in the morning, leave, go get something to eat, come back. You feel me? Back working. Like, it was nothing different between us and Miami Central. So I always just say, like, we all had a goal to accomplish it. My eyes, I mean, we accomplished that goal because, like, 30 years, nobody made it that far to where we had been to. But we didn't finish the goal we didn't finish the accomplishment that we had. You feel me? So, I mean, it was just win and go home.
But what did you do specifically to go? Like these young men were saying, as a coach is constantly watching. When you think they ain't paying attention, they always paying attention. They always listening. They may be looking at you, but listening to this conversation, you having this silly conversation over here. You always, in the end, a coach is a human being. It's things he like and dislike. What did you do different to make the coaches see in you to play you more? Because throughout the season, everybody took snaps. The other guy pretty much got more than you, but what was it down the stretch? Did you think it's something to shift in your game that make the coaches play you more, sir?
To be real, I say the disrespect. You feel me? I mean, I did left and went to the rival team in North Marion, and we beat them. You feel me? So when I came back, it was like, I don't want to say I had a chip on my shoulder, but it was like I had something to, you feel me? I had something to prove. Like, I had something to, like, I beat y'all. But it was just like I had a chip on my shoulder, like the disrespect. Like, everybody just talked down on me, so I just felt like when I came in, I just had to brighten up the room, like, show them what I was capable of. Like, I'm really here. Like, you feel me?
Okay. All right, Mr. Powell. This is Powell gonna talk good this time. Talk clear. You want me to ask you about SpongeBob? No, don't ask me about SpongeBob. I wish I could show that video. If I wasn't sick, I want to show you that video of my main man talking about SpongeBob, y'all. But Mr. Powell, you know, the kickoff classic, you know, Miami known for speed. These guys got a lot of speed, whatever. How was it for you when you lined up against those wide receivers? Was it a little different? Did you feel like you was, you know what I mean? At what point did you know that, hey, man, I could do this, man? I'm right here with the best of the best.
Through the year, through the summer, working out, and then we played some of the teammates back in 7-on-7, guarding them 7-on-7 with no pads on. Really, they wasn't all what the height was. So going into when we played them, I was happy they was on the schedule because I like competition, and I was happy. And they call themselves every time they throw the ball deep, they say blur. We weren't going for that. I don't think they call like 2 passes. I'm forced to fumble. So like every time I got a line, I had confidence that I was gonna win this rep, and I was gonna win the rep versus this man, and then win the rep versus next man because they kept switching receivers. They kept switching receivers, and I had to guard the best receiver at one point. He ran a curl route, he got me, and then he ended up getting up there, and I stripped the ball from him, and then we got back on offense.
Okay, and throughout the season, you know, you lined up against some pretty good wide receivers throughout the season. So in practice, you know, going against, you know, the wide receivers on your own team, who was your toughest competitor in practice that made you be the cornerback that you are today, sir?
I would say Dallin Ponder and Tajon Leslie, because they really like quick off the line and really have me using my hands and feet at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, I agree with that. Okay, me. All right, there, big dog. You I noticed when you in the playoff game, the last playoff game against Mainland, the team that eventually won the state championship, they had a pretty good defensive end there. So and they also had a pretty good defensive tackle in the Miami Central game, but he played on the inside. You a tackle, correct? So that end, tell me, how did you adjust, you know, as a player, like when you know that you're going against this player that he may actually be a little better or whatever the situation, how can you up your game to be able to protect your quarterback, sir?
Like he didn't play my side of the line, but like during practice that week, I was telling like my other tackle, which is Dylan, which is Campbell's brother, like he's a bigger dude, so he gonna try to be physical with you. So instead of you trying to kick set, you go bring the contact to him first, and it'll make him change up what he doing. Because now he thinking you just gonna kick, but then you gonna switch it up on the one play you gonna kick, next play you gonna jump on him, then you gonna swipe his hands, you gonna just switch it up so he'll never get a hang of what you're doing.
And as a left tackle, you prefer to pass block or run block?
I like run block.
All day. 3-5-2.
Every day.
Hand in hand.
Every day. Get a ball to Mitch, let him run behind me. What you doing, Mitch?
Okay. I feel you on that. Okay, Mr. Ponder. Let me make sure we get Ponder here. All right, then, Mr. Ponder. You know, I interviewed you. You was talking about, you know, your dad. I watched your dad play. You know, your dad was pretty good. You know, he was really good. You know, I knew your dad as a young man. You know, we was neighbors, and I'm a few years older than him, and he's played with my little brother. And your dad was physical. He knew how to box out. You know, he could high point the ball. They used to tell me all these crazy 40 times he used to do, but, you know, Vanguard has stopped the clock a little early. But I'm pretty sure you faster than him. You didn't disappoint him. You remember the interview, you said you faster your game after Justin Jefferson. I don't know about
that.
Not the Justin Jefferson kind of possession receiver. I think you're a really good player. And not because we're here and it's your dad barbershop and everything like that. I really believe that. And I felt like you should have got the ball more. Shout out to my dog Tayshawn Leslie Farmer. You know what I'm saying? He is what he is. Against Miami, you constantly beat them on the fade. All day.
Facts.
3 steps, 2 steps behind them. And these guys supposed to be whatever they supposed to be. You know, 305 is 352 around here. Straight up. So you constantly beat him. So I don't understand. Me, the offensive coordinator, if he open one time, if they want to line it up again, you throw it again. All we got to do is complete the pass. It's a touchdown. I mean, I also saw you make some spectacular catches. You also you're very good in your quickness. Your inner route, you know what I'm saying? You you catch it with your hands good. You don't let the ball get into your body. And these are all things that will help you succeed to be successful at the next level. Great concentration. That play in the playoff game, after halftime, y'all was losing, and Fred that rolled out and hit you was on the right sideline and he caught that bomb on the sideline. That was some of your daddy type stuff right there. But your daddy wouldn't have been moving that fast. And he just high point the man. So he ain't going to get it like that. You got him. You got him. But I want to commend you, man. I want to thank you guys for joining me tonight, man. I mean, I love you, man. Like I say, I'm gonna give y'all one of my cards. Y'all can call me anytime. If any one of you guys want an individual interview, I do podcasts one-on-one. I would love to talk to the young man that has graduated, working with the kids and things of that nature. Because what I try to do is shine light on people that's doing positive things in our community. So when the younger men look up, especially, they stereotype us. Like, my man right here got the twist thing going on. So so when they look at him, certain people look at him as a threat. You know what I'm saying? They want to lock the door. Now some of us crazy now. I'm black too. I might lock the door. I see the wrong one coming. You understand what I'm saying? But the point is, we want to show our youth that, hey, man, when they see this man here doing positive things, they can say, man, I could be like that. I could be like this man. I could go to school and be like this man who boldly professes Jesus Christ. You understand what I'm saying? These things are so important, man. These things are immeasurable. But I want to thank you guys, man. And I want you to thank y'all for joining us tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, this is your host, William Robinson, coming at you live from Urban Style Beauty Salon in Barber. We got these young men here that graduated from college. These get some wisdom, knowledge, and understanding to each other, man. Gave some insight on the college experience and the education. And about being accountable as you travel throughout your journey in life, ladies and gentlemen. We only got one life to live, ladies and gentlemen. And it's a whole lot easier with love and communication. You can donate to this channel by Cash App. Anybody love you with a U, PayPal, Robinson74William@gmail.com. Zelle 352-209-3306. And if nobody told you they love you today, William Robinson loves you.